Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile.
And for northern New England, we're looking at 1 foot to 1.5 feet of snow in the mountains. This is kind of an elevation-driven type snowstorm for us in New England. So, yeah, you got to have some elevation to be getting the snow totals. If you're in low-lying areas, you're getting rain, and we're getting a soaker this afternoon. We got some heavy rainfall going on through the region right now. It's 44 degrees in Providence, and it's a wind-driven rain. Winds out of the north-northeast, 21 miles per hour. We've got some stronger gusts getting to 30 and 35 at times. Now, over the past couple of hours, you can see these yellows and oranges, and even a little bit of red embedded within the precipitation that's moving north. Those were the heavy downpours that came through just a couple of hours ago, mid-afternoon, through the Cape and the islands as well, and that's now working its way northward just past Boston. And you see extension of that down the Mass Turnpike out towards Springfield. When you get into the Connecticut River Valley, that's the rain-snow line, really, because now you start adding some elevation going further to the west, and it's flipping over to snow as soon as you get into Springfield and Westfield. So that's where things are starting to take place. So if your travels take you in that direction this evening, be aware that's when you're going to encounter the snowfall. Or if you're heading northward, especially as you get up to the Route 2 corridor in Massachusetts and into New Hampshire, you're also going to be encountering snow. And because of all this, we have winter weather advisories in effect through tomorrow morning for northern Worcester County, not quite in the city of Worcester itself. And then if you're heading out to the Berkshires or northwestern Connecticut into Litchfield County, winter storm warnings for snowfall amounts in excess of 6 inches. But here in southeastern New England, we have high wind advisories for Washington and Newport counties, southern Bristol County, and into southern Plymouth County and onto the Cape until just about 7 o'clock this evening for some of those stronger wind gusts that could potentially still be reaching 40 to 50 miles per hour, especially right along the East Coast with a northeasterly wind. As those winds begin to turn more northerly later tonight in northwest, that will start to die down a little bit, so you can see some of the stronger winds that we're dealing with right now. Temperatures region-wide, mild enough for just plain rain. We're into the mid-40s. We're going to hold there through most of the night and then start to drop later on, and when that happens, we're not going to get terribly cold, but we will see perhaps a change from rain to snow in a few spots. So I'll show you how this plays out. Here's the storm center that we're now watching that is taking over, and that's going to be an inside runner, meaning it's going to pass right over Cape Cod as we go into the early morning hours tomorrow. So when that happens, the wind direction shifts more northwesterly, and that starts to pull in some of the colder air, so we'll see the rain collapsing to snowfall as we get into the pre-dawn hours of tomorrow morning. I'm not looking for any snow accumulations locally. It's more to the north and west that will have a little minor accumulation, mainly on grassy surfaces. Get some clearing for the afternoon as the storm pulls up towards Nova Scotia, and then it's just kind of wander around up in eastern Canada for a couple of days, but we'll be looking at a fair amount of sunshine and dry conditions through our midweek stretch. So here's the close-up inspection, how this all plays out. Notice we go through the evening hours, just some more periods of rain that we're dealing with, temperatures holding steady in the mid-40s, but we get towards the midnight hour. Look off to the north and west here. The colder air starts to work its way in on the backside as the storm center passes through Cape Cod and the island. So while we may have a brief change to some snow to the north, look at the temperatures above freezing, so I'm not expecting any accumulations. Might get a little grassy coating here or there the further north you go, but that would be about it. And then we're clearing out for the afternoon. So that's the way things are shaping up. And the weekend itself looking pretty nice. Windy and colder by tomorrow afternoon, though, holding around 40 degrees. Sunday, without the wind, it's still chilly, upper 30s, but look at the dry stretch. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, lots of sunshine, right around 40 degrees. By the way, winter begins on Wednesday. And there's another system coming to finish the week. It's just too soon right now to figure out the details, whether it's rain or snow for us. Obviously, we get closer to it, we'll have more information for you. That's your latest forecast. John. Thanks.